I kind of, I fell in love with him again, more or less. He spoke so well. I love that interview. I love how he was very present in answering his questions. I love how he was very deliberate in choosing his words and how he was intentional in what he was saying, where he was heading, and where how he's carrying the entertainment industry of Kenya. And that was so beautiful. Like I said, they've been intentional in trying to put Kenya out there. So I'm doing this video because of the love I have for, legendary Kenyan group Sauti Sol. I mean, I've always followed them for the longest. And one of my favorite of their song is, Live and Die in Africa. I love them so much. But it's so good to see how, well, their entertainment industry seem to be doing this year. It's like they're very intentional about, where the direction they're going to. I remember doing a video where I said, that Kenya, they have like potential that we just don't see much about them because for whatever reason, I don't know whether it's language, I don't know whether they're just reserved, doing music for their people, but they are talented enough for us to be seeing them, on the world stage, just like we see Nigerian stars. So I remember doing a video and I said, oh, that it will be nice if we see more of Kenya because we know that they have good songs. Considering the enormous talent that they have, we see more of Tanzanians out there, of course, Diamond Platinums and recently Juma Jukes, and we see more of Tanzania than Kenya. And I'm like, Kenyan should be out there just like the Tanzanian. They should be representing East Africa. So it's like this year, 2025, they have re-strategized, and it's showing. You see, am I surprised? No, because there was a report that Waterhouse Cooper brought out some months ago saying that, between the report was between 2024 to 28. They took like a projection that South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenyan entertainment and media markets are showing strong, growth and resilience against the backdrop of a global microeconomic instability, where they said all three African, entertainment and media market saw revenue strong growth, exceeding the global average revenue of 5.0% in 2023. So shortly after I saw that report, now there was now this huge concert that Bona Boy, had in Kenya. It was just really big. I remember that concert. A lot of, Kenyan stars were on stage to perform with Bona Boy. Sauti Sol was also there. So I just saw that there's this deliberate effort in trying to, put Kenyan entertainment, Kenyan music out there, and it's just so beautiful to see. And when I saw that performance, that concert in Kenya, in Nairobi, and I did the video about it, I tagged it Bona Boy bridging the entertainment gap between Nigeria and Kenya. And it just makes perfect sense because the synergy on stage between Bona Boy and Sauti Sol was just so amazing to see. So I'll put the video of the PricewaterhouseCoopers projection that South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya, are amongst the destination for entertainment business. I'll put that video that I did, and also the video where I said Bona Boy is bridging the entertainment gap between Nigeria and Kenya. So I'll put the video, the link, in the comment section in case you want to see it. Anyway, so I was like, these people are good. Why are we not seeing a lot of them? What is happening? But hey, they are saying that we are not ready. And you know who is taking the lead, who is more or less belling the cart, is being of the one of the members of the Sauti Sol group. Yes, he was on The Breakfast Show with Solomon the God, and I kind of, I fell in love with him again, more or less. He spoke so well. I love that interview. I love how he was very present in answering his questions. I love how he was very deliberate in choosing his words and how he was intentional in what he was saying, where he was heading, and where how he's carrying the entertainment industry of Kenya. And that was so beautiful.
So for a long time, East Africa hasn't had that limelight. Also, our numbers in the diaspora don't come anywhere close to Nigeria. So the dominant culture in the diaspora is going to be Nigeria.
Anyway, the reason for this video is to acknowledge the fact that they have been intentional in trying to put Kenya out there. And a lot of people are noticing. I, for one, I am noticing, I don't know about you. There's been a lot of, Kenya, there's this Benso guy who's doing absolutely well. You see, Kenyan has so many, great art. I know Calligraph Jones, Victoria Kimani. She used to be in Nigeria. I don't know what happened, Yeah, there is Akote, I hope I caught it right. The South so, So yeah. Anyway, like I said, they've been intentional in trying to put Kenya out there. So correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's like the first Kenyan musician to be on this platform. And this platform, Breakfast Club, is a huge platform. And once you're here, a lot of people get to see you. And I would say that he actually sold Kenya very well and sold Africa. I mentioned Nigeria here and there. So yeah, I mean, is there any way to talk about African music without mentioning Nigeria? But anyway, I kind of like the fact that he was there for the brand Kenya. So yeah, like I said, this is the way to go. Putting your country entertainment industry on the global stage. I mean, you never can tell if they build on this one. Trust me, in no time they will be out there. We will know a lot of them. Not just knowing their names because you just know names, you will know their songs. So yeah, I love this. This is just a short video that I just want to use to commend, Bien, I hope I'm calling the name right, for this, move. Keep up this move. And while you're at it, just bring your people along. Because, I mean, that's how it started for Nigeria. It's not like everybody went there once. Some people started first. Some people went there to knock on the door. Some people went there to push down the door, practically, to let Nigerians to come in. There are some people like Bona Boy, who practically bullied the world into listening to Nigerian music, into listening to African music. So it's a Project Africa. Only Nigeria cannot do it. So everybody have to come on board. There are so many music genre in Africa that we are here to explore. So the world is just getting started when it comes to African music. Afrobeat is there. So before they get tired of Afrobeat, we should give them bongos flavor. We should give them what they call it, Khalid Coupe. That's I think that's from Ivory Coast. Give them redefined Makosa. You can give them redefined Azonto if Ghana is ready to redefine it. Like, a lot of things we can do to give them varieties. We can. Africa can. So I like the fact that Kenya is taking this step, and it's a step in the right direction. So yeah, congratulations to him. This is huge. Trust me, this platform, a lot of people know this platform. There's a lot of eyeballs on this platform. So if you're here, that means you're doing something right, irrespective of how you got there, whether you were invited or however you found your way there. The most important thing is that you're there and you are flying high your country's flag, which is the most important thing. Well, on a side note though, I heard that his wife has, Nigerian heritage, that she's half Nigerian, half Swiss. I think her name is Chiki Kuruka. But her full name is Chikwere Onkwe. Well, it's like East African guys are winning with our women. I mean, we're talking about now Juma Jukes and Priscilla, JP 2025. These are things we love to see. You see, let's just continue to build this cross-country, relationship in terms of, our movies, our music, our tech, our fashion, our, entertainment, politics. and most importantly, romance, right? Right. So, like I said, congratulations to Bien. This is a good step in the right direction, and Kenyans should be proud of you because you represented them very well. You represented Africa very well, and we are loving it. Yeah. So, we hope that one of these days you come to Nigeria, and then let's just continue to build and bridge that gap between Nigeria and Kenyan entertainment. Right. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I see you again in my next video. Bye for now.